Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Saturday, May 14, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Carolina Hurricanes vs Boston Bruins. Our team pick is Hurricanes for the win. The Hurricanes' offense has been great all series, scoring 21 goals, but hope to bounce back from a disappointing Game 6 where they only scored 2 goals. Sebastian Aho, Andrei Svechnikov, and Seth Jarvis have scored 8 goals and 6 assists to lead the top line, but the rest of the offense has been great as well. Vincent Trocheck, Nino Niederreiter, and Teuvo Teravainen have combined for 7 goals and 9 assists, while defensemen Jacob Slavin and Anthony DeAngelo have added 3 goals and 11 assists from the point to put the offense over the top in the first round. The Bruins have bounced back in this series with their offense stepping up, scoring 15 goals in the last 4 games, including 5 goals in Game 6 to extend the series. Brad Marchand and Patrice Bergeron have scored 7 goals and 10 assists combined, while David Pastrnak and Taylor Hall have added 4 goals and 4 assists to the top 2 lines, but the rest of the offense has stepped up as well. Charlie Coyle, Jake DeBrusk, and Eric Haula have combined for 4 goals and 8 assists, while defensemen Charlie McAvoy and Connor Clifton have added a goal and 4 assists from the point to open up the offense. The Bruins have proven throughout the series that they can bounce back and beat the Hurricanes and look to pull off the upset in Game 7. The problem is that the Hurricanes have won all 3 of their home games in this series and have been the better team in the regular season and series as well. The Hurricanes, who have scored 21 goals in the series, should find the back of the net throughout the game, with Sebastian Aho, Andrei Svechnikov, and the rest of the forward unit creating open shots with cross-ice passes and finding the back of the net with quick shots near the net and shots through traffic from the blue line. The Hurricanes should also limit the Bruins' offense with Jacob Slavin, Anthony DeAngelo, and the rest of the defensive unit controlling the puck in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Antti Raanta to make plenty of big saves. The Hurricanes should win Game 7 with a strong performance on their home ice to advance to the next round. Our total pick is over 6. The Carolina Hurricanes have been doing incredibly well and need a win here to continue playing hockey past Saturday. They are being led by center Sebastian Aho so far, and he has scored 5 points in the 6 games thus far in the first round. They are coming off a 5-2 road loss against the Carolina Hurricanes. The biggest issue was the fact they only were able to score 1 goal on 6 power play attempts. The Boston Bruins have been doing very well so far and are doing well so far in this series. They are being led by left winger Brad Marchand so far and has been doing well with the Bruins scoring 11 points in this series. They are coming off a 5-2 home win against the Carolina Hurricanes. The biggest issue was the fact they allowed the Hurricanes to attempt 6 power play opportunities. Leading their scoring output in the game was Marchand, who finished with 4 assists in the game and was one of 3 players to score at least 3 points. The defense has to improve in this Game 7 as they are allowing 29.2 shot attempts against them and are giving up 3.50 goals per game, which is 9th in the sport. The defense needs to play like they did in the regular season to win here. The Boston Bruins will look to complete the series comeback after winning Game 6 by a final count of 5-2 to force this winner-take-all game. Brad Marchand leads the Bruins with 11 points, including 4 goals and 7 assists, while Patrice Bergeron has 6 points with 3 goals and 3 assists. Charlie Coyle has 6 points with 4 assists as well, and David Pastrnak has 5 points with a pair of goals and 3 assists. Toronto Maple Leafs vs Tampa Bay Lightning. Our team pick is Lightning for the win. The Lightning have forced this series to 7 games with their offense stepping up and scoring 21 goals in the series, including 14 goals in the last 3 games. Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos, and Ondrej Palat have scored 7 goals and 10 assists combined to lead the top line, but the rest of the offense has stepped up as well. Ross Colton, Braden Point, and Alex Killorn have combined for 5 goals and 7 assists to lead the middle 2 forward lines, while defensemen Victor Hedman and Ryan McDonough have added 3 goals and 7 assists from the blue line to put the offense over the top. The Maple Leafs have lost their last 8 elimination game and hope their offense can allow them to advance to the second round for the first time since 2004, as they have scored 23 goals in this series. Austin Matthews has scored 4 goals and 4 assists, while Mitch Marner and Michael Bunting have added 3 goals and 8 assists to the top line, but the rest of the offense has been great as well. William Nylander, John Tavares, and Ilya Mikheyev have combined for 8 goals and 9 assists, while David Kampf, Colin Blackwell, and Alexander Kerfoot have added 4 goals and 2 assists to give the Maple Leafs 4 potent scoring lines. Moreover, defensemen Morgan Reilly and Jake Muzzin have opened up the offense with 4 goals and 4 assists from the point. If there was ever a team to end the Maple Leafs curse, this would be it, and they have proven that they can defeat the Lightning and win Game 7 on their home ice. However, the Lightning have forced this series to 7 games and look to build off the overtime win and control this game in all 3 zones. The Lightning, who have scored 21 goals in the series, should pile on the goals with Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos, and the rest of the forward unit creating scoring chances with quick passes on the wings and finding open shots by the face-off circles and in the slot. The Lightning should also limit the Maple Leafs offense with Victor Hedman, Eric Cernak, and the rest of the defensive unit stepping up and controlling the puck in the defensive zone, while limiting passing lanes for the Maple Leafs and forcing direct shots on the net, allowing goaltender Andrei Vasilevskiy to step up and make plenty of big saves. The Lightning should win Game 7 to win the series and advance to the second round. Our total pick is over 6.5 runs. During the postseason, Tampa Bay is allowing an average of 3.50 goals per game, which is 10th out of 16 teams. The Lightning have a goal difference of -2 through the first 6 postseason games. This is a big difference from the regular season, when Tampa Bay allowed an average of only 2.78 goals per game, which was 6th best in the NHL. Andrei Vasilevskiy is 3-3 with a 3.37 goals against average and .885 save percentage. The Russian netminder is the only goalie to appear for Tampa Bay in the first 6 games of the postseason. Tampa Bay has won 2 consecutive Stanley Cups thanks to strong goaltending, but the Toronto Maple Leafs are putting constant pressure on the Lightning blue line and are scoring an average of 4.50 goals per game through the first 6 games of this series. Austin Matthews has scored a team-best 4 goals, while John Tavares and William Nylander have scored 3 goals apiece. Mitchell Mariner is leading Toronto in assists with 5 and is second in points with 7 to Matthews' 8. Toronto is allowing an average of 3.50 goals per game during the postseason. In the regular season action, Toronto allowed an average of 3.07 goals per game, which was 20th in the NHL. Jack Campbell faced 36 shots in goal in Game 6 and stopped 32. Campbell is 3-3 with a 3.33 goals against average and .893 save percentage in 6 playoff games. Campbell is the only goalie to appear in the series for Toronto. Los Angeles Kings vs Edmonton Oilers. Our team pick Edmonton Oilers for the win, and here is why. Los Angeles found themselves trailing by a pair of goals at 1:50 in the second period, but rallied to tie the score with 2 unanswered goals. However, Edmonton scored the game winner with a little over 5 minutes left in the contest and added an insurance goal to earn the 4-2 victory. Carl Grundstrom scored his 3rd goal of the playoffs and is tied for 4th on the team with 4 total points. Los Angeles is averaging 2.83 goals per game during the series, right about where they were at during the regular season, 2.86. What is impressive is that only 4 teams have averaged fewer goals per game during the playoffs, and one of those 4 is going to be knocked out when the Calgary-Dallas series is decided. Adrian Kemp leads the team with 6 points. All the hype was about Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl entering the series, but Evander Kane has been the story. The Oilers forward had 2 goals in the contest and now leads the team with 7 goals and is second with 9 points. Edmonton is doing what got them here, scoring goals. The team is 3rd among playoff contenders in goals per game, 4.17, after finishing the regular season 7th in goals per game, 3.52. The power play was spectacular during the regular season, 3rd overall, 26.0%, and they have continued in the playoffs, stepping it up a notch, connecting on 38.9% of their power play opportunities. McDavid is having a great playoff series, recording 3 goals and 9 assists, and has 12 points to lead the club. This is what the regular season is all about. It is about having that home ice advantage so that if you are faced with playing a Game 7, it is on your home ice. Smith does not have a great record at home during his career, going 7-12-0, including 1-5 in his 6 games with the Oilers. However, he does have a 2.65 GAA and a .925 save percentage, so no one can put the responsibility solely on his shoulders excluding Game 4. Edmonton has not had a lot of trouble figuring out quick. They have scored 25 goals in the other 5 contests of this series, but simply need their goaltender to hold the Kings to 3 goals or fewer in this game. Should they do that, they are going to be advancing. Our total pick is under 6.5 goals. After 2 games with no points after 2 big games, Evander Kane came up big in the 4-2 Game 6 win, with 2 goals and an assist. Connor McDavid also had a big game with a goal and 2 assists, and Tyson Barrie also lit the lamp in the win. Mike Smith allowed 2 goals on 32 shots, and he had given up 8 goals in his previous 2 starts. He has started every game in this series, and he will likely get the call in Game 7. The Kings have to get back to scoring after losing the last game 4-2, and the last game of this series in Edmonton the team scored 5 goals. In the loss at home in Game 6 the game was tied in the later part of the third period, but LA gave up 2 goals. Sean Durzi and Carl Grundstrom scored in the losing effort, and the Kings were 1 for 4 on the power play, and they were outshot 37-32. Kane leads the team with 7 goals in the series, and in 2 games he has scored 2 goals, and in another he had a hat-trick. McDavid led the NHL in points this season, and in the last 2 games, he has a goal and 2 assists in each one. Leon Draisaitl ranked second in the regular season in goals, and he has 5 goals and 3 assists in the series. The Oilers are only 3-9 in their last 12 playoff games as a favorite, and they have been the betting favorite in every game in this series. The Oilers have lost 2 of 3 games in this series on home ice, and the road team is 8-3 in the last 11 games between these teams. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.